あのね、そんな格好で出歩くつもり？どう見ても普通じゃないし、他のマスターが見たら一発でサーバントってわかるじゃない。私、自分から私はマスターですなんて言いふらす気はないんだけど。
ああ、そういうことか。それも問題はない。確かに着替える必要はあるが、それは実体化している時だけでね。サーバントはもともと霊体だ。非戦闘時には霊体になってマスターにかける負担を減らす。
Well, isn't that fucking convenient?
ああ、そっか。召喚されたって英霊は英霊だものね。霊体に肉体を与えるのはマスターの魔力なんだから、私が魔力提供をカットすれば。
自然。我々も霊体に戻る。そうなったサーバントは守護霊のようなものだ。レイラインでつながっているマスター以外には観測されない。もっとも会話程度はできるから偵察ならば支障はないが。
Why the fuck aren't you just always in that state? That seems really nice. I mean, if you're not obvious as a master, you could just walk around and, hey, I'm just a normal person, but just getting information. That's actually extremely helpful. Oh yeah, I'd definitely be scouting out.
わ、便利。それじゃあ本当に他のマスターを探し出すなんて難しいんだ。
Yeah, I mean, there has to be a giant ass butt in there, but just from that, it sounds it is really convenient. It's nice.
まあだが魔術師は魔術師を知覚できるだろう。それと同じでサーバントもサーバントを感知できる。
There's the butt.
優れた魔術を知るサーバントならば遠く離れたサーバントの位置さえ把握するだろ
Well, darn. Just as Archer says, a master is usually a great magus. A magus with strong magical energy is sensitive to other magical energy. But as far as I know, no one in this town has magical energy that strong. Maybe they're just suppressing it. You know, just, power level stuff. Never judge a book by its cover.
で、あんたはどうなの？他のサーバントの位置、わかる？
Because, I mean, there has to be a way that you can just suppress your magical energy. Or if you, well, no, you probably can't spend a lot of it because someone would notice it. So I'd imagine there's ways to suppress it. Or channel it into other objects so that it doesn't give you away. But you have a bunch of objects that have all of your magical energy in it.
う。マスター、私のクラスは何か忘れたのか？遠く離れた敵の位置を探るなど騎士上がりにできるものか？
Well, I guess not. Archer's magical energy isn't that strong. I expect only the serving caster would have enough magical energy to locate enemies from a distance. Yeah, archers are generally good for seeing people at distance, though. No, I mean, sensing is a whole different topic.
わかったわ。じゃあ、とりあえず後についてきて、あーちゃん。あなたの呼び出された世界を見せてあげるから。
I mean, if you have to have amazing eyesight at least, because if you have horrible eyesight, you're going to be a terrible archer, and it would really suck if you were my servant if you just could not see at all at distance. That would suck.
そう目新しいものではなさそうだがね。
Okay, that means you're recent.
それよりマスター、君大切なことを忘れていないか？
え？大切なことって何？
I have no idea.
まったく君まだ本調子ではないぞ。契約において最も重要な交換を私たちは未だしていない。
Yeah, you don't know your name, so obviously I can't get your name. That is the most important part of a legal binding contract. I can't get your signature because I don't know your name. Thanks.
契約において最も重要な交換。
Equivalent exchange? No, fundamentally the reward for the servant is to participate in the Holy Grail War. There shouldn't be any more exchanges necessary.
君な、朝は弱いんだな、本当に。
No, I'm really not. Archer says so in surprise. Listening to his sarcastic comment, I realized something. Couldn't to think of it. He hasn't addressed me by my name yet. Oh, well, she probably should give him his name. Her name.
しまった。名前。
Yeah, it's kind of you forgetting. Kind of just made me not think I should give you my name.
思い当たったか？ まあ今からでも遅くはないさ。
Future God. That's how you
君
want
の
me
名
to.
前は
Jesus, just speak.
これからは何と呼べばいい？
Okay. Just if you address me as the future lord over the universe, because that's the wish it's gonna be. Let's go with that. But I'll act humble. Just call me by my first name. Let's go with that. Archer asks sulkily. Damn it, he is a good person. Yes, there's no mistake. After all, there's no meaning to exchanging names. Servant and master have a relationship forced upon them by the command spell. For a contract with a normal familiar, the exchange of names has a great deal of meaning, but no such bond is needed between the master and servant. It's always good to get on another level, because if you add distance between master and servant, it's gonna mean you're weaker, naturally. The stronger the bond is gonna be, the stronger you're gonna be. Because you'll know each other fundamentally, you'll know each other's strengths and weaknesses. So it's important to be familiar with those under you. Because, you know, it is always important. If there's a decent amount of respect, you won't actually have to use command spells, like she wasted one. You wouldn't need to do that if both of you have a fundamental level of respect for each other. But of course, when there is no bond there, it's like business as usual, but that's not going to get the job done, probably. You're not going to care about the well-being of the other person nearly as much if you don't care about the other person, so it is important to have some form of attachment level. Familiarity or whatever. But still, Archer calls it important. It's a proof of trust that we shall be fighting alongside each other, even without the command spell.
私、遠坂凛よ。あなたの好きなように呼んでいいわ。
Reen. Okay. I answered bluntly, unable to be true to my feelings. Well, actually, it would probably be easier for me to be addressed in a reserved manner like you or master, and he'll probably call me that. But that said, Archer mutters my name to himself.
それではリンと。ああ、この響きは実に君に似合っている。
Yeah, I'll be honest, I would not want to be called Master 24/7. Oh, well, no, you're so much better than me. God, you're from history. You're a fucking hero. Don't call me a Master. Holy shit, you're amazing. Stop it. Well, that would be the whole conversation there. No, if we're equals, we're partners. We're in this together. We're gonna fucking win this. We're gonna get a wish granted. Wishes. I don't know if he gets one too or not. I get one, so that's all I care about. But we're in it together. Let's rock it out. He says something outrageous. just ignore it.
リン、どうした？何やら顔色がおかしいが。
Just double down on it.
うるさい。いいからさっさと行くわよ、あーちゃん。とにかくのんびりしてる暇なんてないんだから。
Yep, we gotta start marking targets. I turn away and start walking. I'm vexed. I don't know why, but I am. Did Archer just say that just to make me feel this way?
ありえる。こいつなら絶対そうだ。
Yes, that must be it. So my face getting hot and my heart pounding, they're all part of his plan. Calm down, he just said your name. Be careful, Reen. You're going to have to work with this crooked guy from now on. He seems fine. He's better than douchebag at the school. He has my seal of approval. He's a cool guy. Bit of a dick, but so am I, so got a lot in common there. I go out with Archer. The city we live in, Fuyuki City, can be basically divided into two towns. Here the place with old houses and traditional buildings is Miyama City. On the other side of the river is Shinto, where modern development is happening. My house is in the older section, Miyama City. Yeah, I could tell because it's a really nice building. Miyama City is broadly separated into two sections as well. Okay, this is going to be confusing real quick. This one of the sections, the Western-style houses where immigrants from foreign immigrants from foreign countries live, and on the other side of the area is old Japanese-style houses with a mountain behind it. Both sections are on top of hills, so you could say both are suburbs. The houses in between those two sections are relatively ordinary. As a demonstration, they're this ordinary. This is the crossroads of Miyama City and the hill leading up to the Western-style houses like mine. On the opposite side, a hill leads up to the Western-style houses. A bridge leads to the neighboring town of Shinto, and the other way leads to the school, shopping district, and even Ryudo Temple on the mountain. The temple on the mountain. I really hope that's not an important place. And this is the large bridge connecting Shinto and Miyama City. This is going to be important. Any bridge that's connecting these two areas, which I assume it's going to be a split even, half the servants on one end, half the servants on the other. This is going to be the main point of battles where a lot of stuff's probably going to take place. A lot of killing's going to happen here. I can guess that. You control this bridge, you control who goes to each area. Control travel, you control the outcomes. Well, provided you're strong enough. A few years ago, a big station was built on the other side, and it has been grown rapidly since then. Even though Miyama City and Shinto are in the same city, you can think of them as totally different places. I'm also assuming that's the only way to go. The city's name Fuyuki, or Winter Tree, supposedly comes from the fact that winters are long here. Thinking about it, this place certainly has a long winter. In contrast, though, it's quite warm here, and February here is about as warm as December everywhere else. It's not warm at all. I bet a few hot springs would turn up if you went digging around. Then again, this half-hearted cold would make the city a poorer hot springs resort. Fuyuki City has a friendly winter and a strange climate that enters spring and April with no changes. Wow, actually. My place is about the same climate. April is basically the more, that's when spring's happening. That's when it actually warms up. It's very rare to get cold weather in April. Very interesting. Or is she saying that it's still cold in April? Yeah, it enters spring and it's still fucking cold. I don't know. The way that's written is a little awkward. Shinto is all like this. I don't know, it's... At least where I live, it's like, it's winter and then immediately it's like, oh wow, it's 20 degrees warmer. Holy shit. Why is it warmer? Shinto is all like this. The rapidly developing town started to build tall buildings as if rushed by something, and as a result, it looks very artificial. Though that's only in the last 10 years. From what I hear, the big fire here 10 years ago pretty much burned down the whole residential district. Someone want to elaborate on that? These buildings were constructed on land no one lived on anymore. Depending on how big that fire is. And this is the center of it. Okay, good. We actually, she isn't just gonna leave. Yeah, there's a fire here 10 years ago. No big deal.
ここが神都の公園よ。これで主だったところを歩いて回ったわけだけど、感想は?
This place looks pretty barren. Not gonna lie. I ask Archer, who's standing next to me. I can't see him, of course.
広い公園だ。だというのに人気がないのは何か理由でもあるのか?
It's during school hours and work hours. People have shit to do.
やっぱりそう見える? まあ、ここはちょっとした曰くがあるから。
It doesn't exactly look welcoming either. I look around the park. A park this big and organized should be a playground for kids even on weekdays. But there are only a few people here, and a desolate feeling runs through the place.
10年前の話よ。この辺り一帯で大きな火事があったんだって。火は1日燃え続けて、雨が降り出した頃に消えたんだとか。その後町は復興したけど、ここだけはそのままなの。焼け野原になって何もなくなったから公園にしたらしいわ。
Archer says nothing. But even though I can't see him, I can tell that he is feeling something special.
気づいたみたいね。そうよ。ここが前回の聖杯戦争決着の地。私も事情は知らないけど、前回の聖杯戦争はここで終結してそれきり。
Why did it end in a giant fucking fire? Can we get that one? How don't you know the details? Someone had to have written about it? Well, not necessarily. See, that's the only problem. I'm also assuming that there's like people that like watch it, you know, like a type of referee system where it's not just, you know, 7 people that are involved and no one else knows about it. I just don't believe that's the case. Well, a priest guy over there said, you know, they're a substitute, so I'd imagine someone would write down what happens during the Grail Wars. I would, because I want to know about it. Because when the next one comes around, if I end up joining it, I'll know how it was won last year, or last time, or the time previous to it. You know, you learn from the past and use those skills and strategies to further your game in this one. That's what I would do, at least.
なるほど。それでこんなにもここは怨念に満ちているというわけか。
わかるの？そういうの。
It's pretty perceptive.
サーバントというのは霊体だ。そのあり方は怨念、妄執に近い。故に同じ無念には敏感なのさ。街中でも濃い場所はあるが、ここは別格だ。我らから見れば固有結界のそれに近い。
Archer brings up an unusual term in a motionless voice. Reality marble. Noun. One of the magics considered the pinnacle of magi, said to be infinitely close to sorcery. For hundreds of years, a boundary field has been the defensive field that protects a magus. Put simply, it's a vicious version of a security system on a house. A boundary field is something applied to an existing area or building to protect oneself from outside enemies, but it is merely a transformation applied to what already exists. But a reality marble is different. A reality marble is an image that erodes reality. The imagined world of a magus, a boundary field that paints over reality by letting a magus's heart take form, that is what we call a reality marble. In other words, it's a large ranged magic that distorts, remakes the world as the magus wishes.
リン、どうした？考え事か？
What you just said?
ちょっと意外だったから。固有結界だなんて、アーチャーのくせに珍しい言葉を知ってるなって。
Yeah, I couldn't imagine they'd need it that much. You just need a bit of range, unless your reality marble is a giant mountain where you're at the top and everyone else is at the bottom. Like just a steep cliff.
なんだ、知っていてはおかしいか？
I mean, that would be pretty helpful for an archer.
だってそうじゃない。固有結界っていうのは魔術師にとっては禁忌中の禁忌。奥義の中の奥義だもの。アーチャーであるあなたが知ってるなんて筋違いよ。
Okay. Isn't that right? I asked with my expression. And then I sense him sighing heavily next to me. No, that was just your father telling you it's a big secret. Everyone knows about it. Ask the lady next door. God, she won't shut the hell up about him.
リン、英雄とは剣術、魔術に長けたものを指す。
Obviously, we know what everything is.
アーチャーだからといって弓しか使えないと思うのは勝手だが、私以外のサーバントにそんな楽観は持たないでくれ。
I don't think you only use bows, but your specialty is going to be bows. Because you're an archer. I don't know any archers that were very skilled in other things and not the bow. Or any other ranged weapon. I mean, come on now. Come to think of it, he's right. I mean, obviously they're going to be... that you can't use other weapons. I'm not saying that you can't. I'm just saying, assuming you don't use bows at all is really stupid. Oh yeah, the saber over there, they actually don't use the sword. They actually use their fists. Then what the fuck are... Why? Come on now. You don't necessarily... Because a lot of archers do have, like, you know, a small knife or something. So that's fair. Or maybe a short sword or something. Just in case, you know, they've run out of arrows or someone gets too close. They need something to defend themselves or they're gonna just get absolutely slaughtered. Usually they are anyways, but you have some form of weaponry. But to assume that they don't use it is also foolish.
わかったわよ。今のは軽率な発言だったわ。次からは気をつけるからこれでいいでしょ。
I mean, I really hope your main form of weapon is a bow, because that's what you specialize in. I really do. I'll be really let down if you don't use a bow.
リン、ズバリ言おう。君は優秀だが、それゆえに他人を過小評価する欠点がある。成人するまでには強制したまえ。
Thanks. See, that's why you always overestimate. It's always better to overestimate your enemy than underestimate them. Always assume they're more intelligent than what they're acting. Always assume they're going to make the best decision or the smartest decision. Always assume they're not going to be stupid. Take that 1% chance that they might do. Go ahead and prepare for that 1%. So when they fall short, you're already way ahead of them.
何気に失礼なこと言うわね、あんた。
Though she does speak from definitely a higher point of knowledge. That probably is gonna kick her in the ass. Reform, that's like training bad habits out of a horse.
いや、失礼。別にリンがジャジャ馬だと言ったわけではない。単にイメージ通りの表現を使っただけというか。
なおさら悪いわ。
What? My right arm suddenly hurts. Oh, what?
リン、
ちょっと黙って、あーちゃん。
Are we gonna get in a fight here? I'm not ready for this. Get in a tree, archer. Better have a bow. The command spell engraved on my right arm hand is hurting. A small warning as if to get my attention.
誰かに見られてる。
Oh, damn it. Let's get this fight on the road then. Early in the morning? A little foggy. Conditions are optimal. I extend my consciousness to the surroundings. I roll out the threads of my consciousness and search through the park.
私じゃ見つけられない。
Get up to a higher point. Get into a high tree. Looks awkward, I'm sure, but just go ahead and do it.
あーちゃん、あなたは？
難しいな。私には視線すら感じられん。
Could be that they're really far away then.
ってことは、見てるのはマスターね。
Or that. I don't know who it is, but if Archer can't sense it, it has to be a master. There aren't 7 of us, but if we wanted to, we could start the fight at any time. Oh, if I find a master, yeah, I'm gutting him. I mean, straight out. No, we need to be on the ball, first and foremost. Because we can't get caught with our pants down. We take the initiative. We find someone that's a master and we know it is. You gotta take the first shot. Don't show mercy here. That's when you're gonna get bit in the ass. It seems the one watching us wants to battle, but whoever it is, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I mean, it's really stupid to say, but I mean, I have my servant ready. He gets in, scurries up into a tree, takes some pot shots.
霊樹は霊樹に反応する。マスターであるのなら、誰がマスターであるかは出会えば感じられるということか。だが、それならリンにも相手が識別できるのではないか。
ええ。けど、高位の術者なら
There you go.
自分の魔力ぐらい隠し通せる。いくら霊樹同士が反応するって言っても、その霊樹だって魔力で発動するものよ。 大元であるマスター自身が魔術回路を閉じていれば見つけることは難しいわ。
You should really be doing that then. Because that's what I would be doing constantly. Because you don't... Again, hiding your power level, it's the exact same thing. I suppress as low as possible. You don't want to be found. Ambush. Because if I see a master and I know it's a master, I'm taking the first shot. Especially if they don't notice me immediately. Like the fact that a master can, you know, sense her. Send your servant in immediately and take her out. Like say it's a saber or something, just run up, cut her head off. Instant. And then you just have to worry about the servant and the master's gone. I'd assume that would destroy the servant as well. I could be wrong though, of course.
厄介だな。では、こちらはいいように位置を知らせているということか。
I mean, that could be used to our advantage as well, but right now, it'd only be to our advantage if we had a couple other people though, and I don't know if I'm willing to bond with anyone in helping them out. Only one person can win after all.
でしょうね。まあ私だって家探しすれば魔力殺しぐらいは見つかるだろうけど。
必要ないと？
そう。だって隠さなければ向こうからやってきてくれるでしょ。こっちから出向く手間が省けるわ。
Oh, Ren. Someone needs to teach you some strategy. If they know where you are, then they can ambush you. That's not good. They will play to their strengths. Let's say a long, narrow alley. If someone has, you know, say, a saber. Anything. Because a narrow alley isn't going to play to the strength of said archer. There isn't anywhere for him to go. Or a very, you know, tight and enclosed space. Against an archer, he's fucked. That's why you need to suppress your energy. Element of surprise is the answer to this. Any fight, if you have the element of surprise, you are drastically more likely to win. Thank you. Archer takes a deep breath and goes quiet as if he's shocked, because that's an incredibly stupid statement she made.
何よ、自信過剰はいけないって言いたいの？
You really shouldn't be. I ask, remembering our previous conversation. But Archer just says that's impossible.
君はそのままが一番強い。小物には付きまとわせてやるがよかろう。
I do not like that. He says, trying to hold back his laughter. If they can see me and I can't see them, this is not a good sign. It means they're most likely a better magus than us. And that's not good. Not good. I don't like that. What if they're on top of that building, jump down and just execute her like that? Then it's over. Before she even notices it. Well, it's not like I like his response, but we decide to continue walking around town. I'd highly implore her to get something to suppress that. We toured the important places, really dragging our observer around, have dinner along the way, and bring things to a conclusion. We've been walking a lot, and now it's 7. At this time of night, our destination should give us the best view. Okay, we're on a building. A strong wind. The tallest building in Shinto. I'm glad they just let me up here. The view from the rooftop of this building is a fitting end to for this day. See, this helps. This plays to the strength of an archer.
どう？ここなら見通しがいいでしょ、あーちゃん。
はあ、将来君と付き合う男に同情するな。よくもまあ、ここまで好き勝手連れ回してくれたものだ。
Thanks, Archer.
何か言った、あーちゃん。
Nothing at all.
素直な感想を少し。と、確かにいい場所だ。初めからここに来れば歩き回る必要もなかったのだが。
何言ってるのよ。確かに見晴らしはいいけど、ここからわかるのは街の前景だけじゃない。実際にその場に行かないと街の作りはわからないわ。
Yeah, but understanding a cursory look at everything first helps as well.
そうでもないが、
Yeah.
アーチャーのクラスは伊達ではないぞ。旧兵は目が良くなければ務まらん。
Exactly. I mean, that's what I was saying. We need to get to a higher location, a higher elevation, because it suits him. That's his perk.
そうなの？それじゃあここからうちが見える？あーちゃん。
Probably.
いや、
Oh, never mind.
さすがに隣町までは見えない。せいぜい橋あたりまでだな。
Oh,
そこまでな
Jesus.
らタイルの数ぐらいは見て取れる。
嘘。タイルって橋のタイル？
Fuck. Oh, yeah. I only can see the bridge, but I can actually count individual specks of dust on the bridge. I think that's good enough. That's not just good. His eyesight could match the telescopes you find on these rooftops. Of course, they're supposed to. He's an archer. He's supposed to have great eyesight. And considering he's a hero of legend, of course he's going to have ungodly eyesight. This is why it's important to get up high ground.